So May 25th, 2018, I graduated high school. Later that winter, I ended up getting a job. And as you saw in the title, that job was UPS. Now, at the time, I was dealing with a breakup, and this breakup was recent as hell when I got this job. Now, just like everyone else, I take breakups really hard. And if you go as hard as I went in that relationship, sheesh. So I said that because that's the only reason why I can explain why I applied for the 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. shift and got it. Well, look. The logic behind it is I get through the day mostly playing games, and I'm too focused to worry or think about girls, right? But I spent most of my nights tossing and turning thinking about her and the girls I dated / flirted with prior. And if I take a job from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., I'm going to be too busy working to be sad about girls. And when I get home, I'm going to be dead tired and I'm going to fall straight asleep. So, like I said earlier, I applied and I got the job. So I worked at the UPS warehouse, specifically the Jack's Hub. And well, working here was actually kind of lit. Everyone there was super chill. The managers was cool. The big boss lady kind of rubbed people the wrong way depending on who you were, but nothing worse than what a blue chip drop down coach would say to you. You know, it wasn't bad. It's just her tone of voice. But anyways, working at the Jack's Hub was cool. Even with the sleep deprivation and, you know, effing up the experience and, you know, me missing my ex. But for the most part, this job cleared my head, and honestly, had I not got it, my depression would have gotten a lot worse. Anyways, if you stalk my Instagram and go all the way down to the bottom, you can see how you can kind of see how life was as a broken man. You know what I'm saying? Like how broken I was about this girl with like the pictures and stuff, and then pictures of me driving to and from UPS, this, that, and the third, and even this legendary post where I said, and I quote, "Losing you is like losing a finger. I know I can live without you, but I'll always feel your absence." Now, if that's not a quote from a broken soul, I don't know what is. But anyways, as you scroll up, you can see my mental health gradually getting better and better. But back to UPS, the place that kickstarted me saving my mental health. Shout out to UPS. Now, I'm going to talk about a few of the funny moments I had there, and I remember from them, and then explain why I left. All right. So during my first week there, I think actually my first day out of training, my supervisor Bobby was showing me around and what to, and whatnot. He was explaining to me, if you're done with your job, your task, your truck, go see if someone else needs help. And the sorters needed help as he was showing me around. So we climb onto the sorter machine, which is just literally a big ass conveyor belt that splits off into more conveyor belts that goes in the trucks. And this conveyor belt runs around the whole facility. It is huge. And yeah, he kind of used them to show me how to, he used the situation to show me how to clear jams. The boxes come in at, if you break off, there's angles, and if there's too many boxes, they'll block it off, this, that, and the third. So he showed me how to, fix jams. Well, unfortunately for our little trio here, me, Bobby, and the guy we were helping out, yeah, it was getting a little behind. The boxes were flowing in faster than they were flowing out, per se. So, shit backed up, right? And I was breaking jams, and and it backed up even more. And I remember the sorter started yelling like, "Yo, break the jam." And I'm like, I did. And when I said, "Yo, it's backed up," they responded with, "These boxes gotta go somewhere. Y'all holding us up." Then these niggas started throwing boxes at me, bro. Like, one almost hit me in the face, but I dodged it, unlike Gohan. Then I started catching them, and I started trying to place them, but they was just tossing these motherfuckers, bro. And oh my gosh, bro. I didn't know what to do, because I couldn't place them as fast as I was throwing them. So I just started throwing them on this little rack that was below and then I would tuck some of them into the jam. But I was like, bro, this is not moving. Anyway, so yeah, if you live in Florida and you ordered some shit during December of 2018. December of 2018 in January, early January 2019, and you got a broken carriage package Yeah, not my fault, bro. Anyways, another funny moment was I was a loader, so I was in the trucks placing like the packages down and stuff, and they teach you to build a wall. You start with a cornerstone and work your way across and up and whatnot. And another supervisor, boss, manager dude was filling in for our little section supervisor boss guy, right? And I can't remember his name, but our boss guy looked like 50 Cent, like definitely a late 20s, early 30-year-old dude who grew up in Jacksonville or some other Florida big city. Like he was he was as black as you can get, but he had a stereotypically white name, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, the guy that was filling in for 50 that day, I'm over there loading, right? And he walks by and he's like, "Hey, you got a good wall going, dude. Good job." And I was like, "Hell yeah, thanks." I rarely get appreciated for my work. Well, until I started doing YouTube. Yay, shout out you niggas in the comments. Anyways, so I'm like, anyways, 2 minutes later, dog gets in the bed. Anyways, 2 minutes later, the wall starts to leaning, right? And I'm like, I need to start working on another wall so it has something to lean on, the prop on, so it's not just gonna tilt over, right? Bro, the wall fell. Like just a wall of, just imagine a wall of boxes just collapsing, dog. And now the truck is just covered in boxes, and with perfect timing, boss man walks by and he's like, "Yo, what happened to your wall?" And I just laughed. I was like, "Bro, it fell." And then look, now the third story, I'm over here Porky Pig, bro. The third story was a lot of times our section would get finished really quick with the trucks. Like we would reach downtime a little quicker, but the people who had to do trucks for huge cities like Orlando and what's another big, Miami, there's that, those they didn't really get downtime. It was round the clock because there's so many people in those cities. So yeah, they sent me over there after I finished my West Palm truck. I'll never forget West Palm. That was a breeze most of the time. But they sent me over there. It was like the trucks that were doing like the Orlando area. It's some big city in Florida, right? So I'm over there and boss lady asked me to move some huge ass box. So me, you know me, I was making progress on the box little by little. All progress is good, progress. Anyways, I'm over here getting bullied by this box, right? And this tall, toned black guy comes out the truck and he's tossing packages, going crazy in there, getting them packages in the truck. And then he sees me, and in a deep Caribbean accent, he starts yelling, "Check! Check! Check!" And the supervisor comes down the corridor, and he's like, what do you want? He's like, "You see the man struggling, help the man!" And he's pointing at me, screaming, "Help the man! You see he can't move the package, help him!" It was hilarious. Like I should have been embarrassed, but it was funny as hell though. Just hearing a Caribbean accent, just yelling, and with all the machines and the boxes being tossed around and shit, like, you know, all this going on in the goddamn warehouse. You just hear this Caribbean voice echoing down a corridor. Crazy as fuck. So the supervisor jumps in the truck and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna do your truck for you real quick. You help him out." And he helped me tote that package. We got it done fairly quickly. All I needed was a homie. It wasn't that heavy, dog. It was like an awkward lift. But I can't remember what we were lifting. I think it was a trampoline or some kind of set. Something big that comes in. Well, obviously everything was in a box, nigga. It's UPS. But it was some big ass box, bro. I don't know what it was. I think it was a trampoline or a pool. But at Walmart, I lift pools, and they're not really that heavy. So I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know what people order on Christmas in Florida, but yeah, those were my funny moments. It was a very chill place. I remember like we reached downtime one time. Actually, this was like for a whole week straight. And homeboy had like his little Beats pill, and he would play like R&B and shit like that, old school rap. And we just be chilling till it was time to clock out. Crazy, dog. And then there was this one mom. Not gonna get into it. I'm gonna get in trouble. But yeah, the reason why I left was I kind of miscalculated with this. So I was like, because this was just before I went to college. But what I didn't know is that I started college earlier than expected. So there was a string of days, dog, where I was working 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. I would go home. I would have to stay up because I would oversleep if I went to sleep. So I had to stay up and then leave at 7 o'clock in the morning to drive an hour and 30 minutes to Waycross to get to class, stay there all day until like 2 o'clock because I had a morning class and an evening class, then drive an hour and 30 minutes back home, go to sleep, wake up at 6 o'clock, and then do it again Monday through Thursday. But this was only for a week, all right, where I had to work till 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, then go home and then go straight to college. But Tuesday and Wednesday I could get like a little nap in because I didn't have to leave till 10 o'clock. So yeah, that was horrible, bro. Like being a teenager, bro, you just lack perspective. Like, instead of like, because they asked me, because I was beasting, I met all the requirements. I think you got to do, it's either 330 boxes in an hour or something. They base you off like box per minute. You have to scan them before you put them down, and I was reaching that shit, bro. I was killing it, and they offered me to stay because they hired me for peak season. Peak season, Christmas is a huge holiday. People are gonna buy a lot of shit, and a lot of that shit has to be shipped, and it's UPS, and that's what they do. They ship shit. So during peak season, they hire extra people to get some extra hands to, try to match the pace. And that's where I was hired. And they tell you it's a seasonal position, but if they like you enough, they'll keep you. And they offered to keep me. They was like, yo, you can do this. And I don't know why I was bullshitting, bro. I told them like, nah, bro, this ain't for me. But they was like, hey, yo, if you want to come back, bro, we got you. But I think I did mention to them, I was like, yeah, I'm starting school and stuff like that, but this ain't for me. But I should have kept it real, bro. It wasn't the job that was killing me. Yeah, it was yo, they're 11 o'clock. Like, you go about your day, then you got to go work out at 11 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 4, depending on how busy it was. Yeah, that was just draining, dog. Then you got to drive, I had to drive 45 minutes back home. Whew. I didn't have a near-death experience. I almost fell asleep at the wheel, but hey, Lil Peep saved my life, boy. I was jamming. Like, soon as I almost went off that road, boy, I turned that motherfucking radio up to 25 with my little speakers, dog. I was whamming Lil Peep till I got home. Saved my motherfucking life. Anyways, let me know about your first job experience, yo. I'm starting to get more personal with y'all. We in between like the Maddens, you know what I'm saying? Madden's always going to be my most supported content, at least in this phase of my YouTube career. So if you're watching this, that means you a real one. So let's get personal, let's get vulnerable, let's get to know each other. Nobody really got to know me in high school, college, middle school. Nobody. There's like one person that really knows me. So this is for y'all, yo. Let me connect with y'all. Let me build a rapport with y'all. Let's build a nice little community here. Nice big at, you know what I'm saying? Let's get personal, dog. Y'all not fans, y'all are supporters. We are fans. Y'all gotta be more than supporters. Let's be family in the comments. Let me know about your first job. I will respond to it. Only like 20-30 people gonna watch this, and like 2 of y'all gonna comment. So yeah, let's have a conversation, a quick little conversation, 4-5 messages. Anyways, until we meet in the comments, envy no man, because we know we up next. Sponsored by Atari, and